We are at the Airborne Speedway for the 7th race of Season 1 of the SCRL Strictly Stock Series. I know we used this track 2 races ago for the Hamburg Speedway, but once again, another track, Heidelberg, has not yet been made for an hour 2003, so I used Airborne as a substitute, as this track is the same distance, a half mile. It's a dirt track, and all 42 cars can fit on this track, so we're using this track once again, which we will probably use replacement tracks like this several times in a season, because there are not really any other good half-mile tracks that can fit all 42 cars and have good racing quality. So the 41 car of Nick Kennedy, with leading us to the green flags, and beside him is the 78 of Clyde Sparks. Just your starting lineup. And 25 laps is the scheduled distance. Of course, Evan Rudd won the first event at this track, but that doesn't mean it's the same race, you know, because it's a different racetrack and all that stuff. So, half mile, 25 laps. The only difference for this race is we are going to be doing 100% on the AI opponent strength instead of 90 like the last time. So we're going a little bit rougher for this race. And yeah, without any further ado, here's the command for the 7th time here in Season 1.
Drivers, start your engines.
Field is rolling off. And looks like we got a problem. Looks like I saw our second place starter, Clyde Sparks. It looks like we got another car with a problem. The 21 of Evan Rudd, I believe. So we got a wacky start. Which we have some of those every now and then on the sim. So the drivers in the back, they're going to get held up a lot. Those stuff happens sometimes on this game. Pace car pulls in, pull the belts tight. We are racing 25 laps here at Hamburg. And the caution is out. No, now we're racing. All right. A weird start. Or, no, caution is out. I apologize. Okay. And yeah, we do have a car retired from this race already. So we will try it again. Nope. I will see if we'll see if we go green this time, because we will stay with this or not. We are going green, all right. So it appears that it's Clyde Sparks who stalled at the start of the race. That's why Clyde is out, I believe. Yes, he is. So Clyde, who was going to start second, is out. He didn't even complete a lap, and he's out. So Nick Kennedy and Brian Fox will be the front row. And there's the green. We are officially racing here at Heidelberg. So we finally got the green. Kennedy leads him off into turn 2, down the back stretch under green conditions. Into turn 3. Into turn 4. And we complete the first lap. Nick Kennedy leads his first ever laps, I believe, in this series. Got a pretty big distance between him and Cackle White Line and Brian Fox, who are racing side by side for second place. White Line making another attempt, trying to get a win, as is everybody else, as a matter of fact. The next race, our season finale, will be at North Wilkes-Barre Speedway. That will be a fun race. It will be on pavement because there is no dirt version of North Wilkes-Barre that has been released to the public, which is bad because I really wish there was a dirt version because that probably would be neat. Of course, I know all you'd have to do is, paint the pavement dirt and all that, so, yeah. White Line is still in second place. Third is Brian Fox. Fourth, Max Anderson. And fifth is Marcos Alejandro. As the 9 Derek Edison and the famous Hudson Hornet is moving up a spot. Going to try and gain 2 spots in 1 lap. Looks like he will not complete the pass on the 00. It's still surreal seeing these cars race. I'm glad someone finally made this mod for this game. Yeah, who needs iRacing when you got this? We got more competitive racing here instead of iRacing. Nick Kennedy leads another lap. Got a great jump on the start. Trying to be a dominator. Trying to get that first career Cup Series win. I believe, actually, Kennedy has never won a Busch Series or Truck Series race. Quickly go through my notes. Since this race appears to be already over. Let's see. Nope, Todd Kennedy won a race in the Busch Series, but Nick has not. So Nick is trying to cross one of the 3 out. Of course, Evan Rudd is the only driver as of right now to win in all 3 series. Cup, Busch, and Truck. Cackle White Lion trying to close in. White Lion has never won a Busch Series race. And she has not won a truck race. So our front 2 drivers have never won a major league race. Brian Fox, we know his history. Fox has a Truck Series win and a Busch Series win. So Fox looking to become one of the 2 drivers to win in all 3 series, but he's about to be passed by the 51 car of Max Anderson. As Max tries to get a top 3 finish. It would not be a podium finish because NASCAR does not do podium finishes in their top 3 series. They only do that in the Pinty's or Canadian Tire Series. Nick Kennedy, unfortunately, was left out of the Langhorne race, which he wanted to race in. Was disappointed by that, I know. Trying to rebound here at Heidelberg. And there's White Line trying to close in. 800ths of a second behind. Got these drivers behind. This will be a short and simple season. A lot of drivers won't have that good finishes and all that because of short tracks and whatnot. But it's what's going to happen on regular NASCAR. Kind of a bore of a race, as usual. Let's go on board with Nick Kennedy. As you can tell, I turned the dirt off so we can see the cars. As we take a look, Nick Kennedy continues to still hold the race lead over White Lion, Max Anderson, Brian Fox, and Derek Edison. Got a famous Hudson Hornet in the top 5. And another one in the 6th spot. But still, Nick Kennedy continues to hold his lead. Be 10 laps to go this time by. 10 laps to go. So we've done races with 70%, we've done races with 80, 85, 90, 95, and now we're doing 100. And we still have no wrecks. I don't understand that. So I've had some comments where they say you need to bump the AI up. We bumped it up to almost as high as you can go, only 10% off. And I guess that little 10% is what stops them from wrecking every single lap, I guess. We got a car coming to pit road. That's the 77 car of Rodriguez Zapdos, our first ever winner in this series. So Rodriguez not having a great season aside from that one win. Nick Kennedy got a 1.8 second lead now. He nearly doubled it. 58 car, Gabriel Wonderly, our winner earlier in the season at Hillsborough. Rubens Wonderly. Eli Bright in the 13 car. Tim Randolph. Bill Jones, Cam Nixie, Steve Gamer, Dexter Black. Whoa, 155 just dived it on in there, trying to gain a spot. Zachary Fitzwater running in the 25th spot. Luke Rainey trying to gain a spot. This will be for 19th. Field has spread it out a little bit. White line has closed in on Nick Kennedy. Gained 0.02 of a second that time. Now he's down to 1.6. But there is a lap car between White line and Kennedy. 5 laps to go. And Nick Kennedy will score the biggest win of his career. He's won multiple times in other series, like the Formula One Championship. And I don't even remember what other series he's won it. But this will be the biggest win of his career because this is the highest series you could win at, the Cup Series. And if he makes it the next 3 laps, Kennedy will get that first elusive Cup Series win. Three to go. As you see, White line is caught lap traffic, but here comes the 51 of Max Anderson to take away second place, or at least try to. White line with a run, trying to go around Rodriguez. They are 2 seconds behind Nick Kennedy. And the final 2 laps to go for Nick Kennedy. If a caution comes out now, the race will be over. So it doesn't really matter now. Into turns 3. Into turn 4. White flag, 1 lap to go for Nick Kennedy. Into turn 2. Down the backstretch for the final time. Into turn 3. Into turn 4. He's going to do it. Off the final turn, Nick Kennedy dominates, leads every single lap, and scores his first Cup Series win here at Heidelberg. Another snooze fest of a race. What can you do? So here are your race results. Nick Kennedy leads every single lap and scores his first Cup Series win. Second is Keke Whiteline. Third, Max Anderson. Fourth, Brian Fox. Fifth, Derek Edison. Sixth, Al Lagasse. Seventh, Marcos Alejandros. Eighth, Kyle Metz. Ninth, Joshua Rush. And 10th, Colin Dryberg. That's your race results. 41 drivers in this race. That's because the driver who was going to start second, Clyde Sparks, suffered a mechanical problem before the race even started and didn't even complete a lap. So Clyde Sparks will not receive any points for this race, unfortunately. And Rodriguez Zapdos was 2 laps down. He had a flat tire. That's why he was pitting. Well, that is it for the 7th race of the season. We will take you to victory lane with Nick Kennedy. We will take you to your points, and then the season finale at North Wilkesboro. But first, we got victory lane with Nick Kennedy. So here are the point standings after the 7th race of the season at Heidelberg. Sebastian Torres is still our points leader. He has a 26-point lead over Al Agassi. Third is Gatlin Downey, 43 points behind. Fourth, Luke Rainey, 50 points behind. And fifth, Bill Jones, 74 points behind. Sixth, Takaka White Lions. 7th, Joshua Rush. 8th, Ebla Wonderly. 9th, Steve Morgan. And 10th, Zach Hausen-Knight. 11th is Colin Dryberg, 12th, Riley Spurley-Tube, 13th, Steve Gamer, 14th, Diego Yepes, 15th, Marcos Alejandros, 16th, Cam Nixie, 17th, Alexander Rowe, 18th, Brian Fox, 19th, Derek Addison, and 20th is Jack Lagacy. 21st, Evan Rudd, and 22nd is Kyle Metz. Kyle Metz is 185 points behind, so from drivers 1 to 22 in points, have a shot of being the first ever Cup Series champion since you can gain 185 points in one race. We have 22 drivers that can walk away as the champion. So a huge, basically it's half the field is going to have a shot of being champion at the end of the race at North Wilkesboro. So from drivers 23 on down have been mathematically eliminated from the championship, including Nick Kennedy, who just won at Heidelberg. He is 189 points behind. He's 4 points out of the 185 you can gain, so Kennedy is out. 24th, Dexter Black. 25th, Patrick Smith. 26th, Yang Carnelli. 27th, Evan Hunter. 28th, Simon Fox. 29th, Gabriel Wonderly. And 20th is James Stabilito. 31st, Cole Nixie. 32nd, Rodriguez Zaptos. 33rd, Rubens Wonderly. 34th, Eli Bright. 35th, Zaptos Amarditos. I think that's how you say his name. 36th, TJ Hanley. 37th, Shuttle. 38th, Clyde Sparks. 39th, Kaka Silverpaw. And 40th is Daniel Bouchard. 41st is Zachary Fitzwater. 42nd, Max Anderson. 43rd, Tim Randolph. And last in points is Aureus. So that is your point standings after the 7th race of the season at Heidelberg. We will see you next at the 8th and final race of the season at North Wilkesboro, where we will have 22 drivers battling to see who will be our Season 1 champion is. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.